Okay, we're ready to go. Okay, we're going to call the Property Standards Committee meeting to order. My name's Brian, and I'm going to be chairing the meeting today. Our first order of business is any pecuniary interest by anybody today. Take that as a no. Our first item is to approve the minutes of our last meeting of December 14th. So we have a motion to move by Robert, seconded by Scott. All in favor? Done. Okay, our first item today is hearing of an appeal that we had before, and we're back here just to finalize and clarify a few things, and it's file PS 823, 327 North Front Street in Belleville, and the owner is 165-78815 Ontario Inc. So the person wishing to support the appeal, if you want to come forward, and we can hear any comments that you have. Just make sure the red button is on the speaker. Thank you.
Yep, so we're just looking for like a time period to complete all the work. We've hired contractors and stuff to start on Monday or Tuesday, and we kind of have like a little plan laid out here if you want to take a look.
Well, can you just give us the
Okay.
short version?
Well, it's just between February and May, remove all garbage and secure the doors, which we have, and then going through and checking for water leaks and stuff like that in the rooms, and then fix the exterior walls, then build the fence in about April. I think the contractor said it would be best to build the fence to put the dumpsters and stuff inside once it's not as cold to be able to dig into the ground. And then remove the graffiti on the exterior wall facing north.
Sir, do you have a document of this?
Yeah.
Can you pass that around to us?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just have one more to give to her.
Okay, that's fine. No, we can share here. August to February 2025. That's a year from now to replace all the agreements necessary.
No, I have it on my phone too. But,
Okay, so you were at where?
about the fixing the dumpster and the exterior graffiti on the exterior. And then at that point, we'd also at the same time concurrently be working on inside the rooms and redoing all the bathrooms, replacing all the drywall where need be, and everything else that needed to bring it back up to code.
So what you're saying is that it's going to take a year to complete everything.
Yeah.
That's what you're asking for, okay?
Yeah.
Yep. Scott?
Sorry, so we noticed that you submitted documentation of finances, so finances are in place for this project?
Yeah, we're waiting for them to come in, but the bank has agreed, and by Friday we should be in, I believe.
And you have kind of a three-phased idea to get this up to code by basically this time next year?
Yep.
And then the goal to potentially reopen spaces?
Yeah, I think we'll probably reopen a little bit because furniture and stuff I have to kind of figure out the ordering and that of stuff.
Right, that's not really the
but
city's.
realistically, usually if we open, it'd be more in April, May.
So a year to get it up to code is what you're asking for?
Yeah.
Thank you.
As far as furniture inside the rooms is not an
Yeah,
issue.
yeah, that's
It's
why I
not an
didn't put it
issue.
on here. But I was just thinking if you guys were wondering when we're going to actually open,
Okay.
it'd be a few months after this.
Robert, do you have any questions for this gentleman?
No.
Okay. All right. Anybody else wants to comment? No? Okay, we'll ask for the city staff to come up and give us some comments.
I would think it would probably take a year to do the amount of work that has to be done in it. So I don't want to give too short of an extension time, but if we're going to give a year, I'd probably say February 1st of 2025, but I want to be doing a monthly inspection to ensure everything is being completed as we go, and to make sure, like, if it's not, to kind of,
Progress.
keep it going, so that, it's completed in a year's time and we're not in a position where, the city's getting involved in doing the work and putting on property taxes and going through courts and that sort of thing. So I don't mind giving the year because I know there is a lot of work to be done, and sometimes it can take a couple months to get certain contractors. So as long as I see like the movement and they're good with me coming and doing a walkthrough on a monthly basis for the next year, then I'm okay with that.
Good, that's exactly what I was thinking, that if we give an extension, then there has to be some follow-up, and that substantial work is being done. Otherwise, we're going back to square one, and we know what square one is. So, rather than February 2025, I would be more comfortable with December 31st of 2024. That's shortening it up. It's going to put a little more pressure on them to get this done rather than drag it out.
Okay.
That's my thought.
My original thought was January 1st, 2025.
Well, which is
But
same day.
it's the same time.
Same
so
day.
I would agree with that, but I was just going to give the full year. But if you guys want to do December 31st, then
Yeah. Long as there's follow-up. Long as there's follow-up. Okay?
Yep.
I think the gentleman wants to make another comment.
No, so I think it's gonna take about a year, just cause just in getting the contractor to start is not till, you know what I mean, I've tried for the last month to get someone in there. And they're starting on after Family Day, just cause they weren't available. And then also, I feel that just getting all the materials and stuff like that, I think, plus the way that we'll be doing it to completely redo it, you know what I mean? Like, I could just go and fix all the codes right away, but instead the way that the contractors advised me is to just completely fix the, like, 4 rooms at a time. You know what I mean? And then in that room, everything would be done.
My only suggestion would be, because of the location of this building being on our main drag coming in, that a main aggressive focus be made on the outside of the building.
Yeah, so like we can do the, but see, those we were also same advice to just do the doors and the windows, cause they're breaking in and into them at the end. That's what they were advised. Just cause once the rooms are complete, then do the doors and windows and paint the exterior. That's how the contractor kinda advises.
I have an issue with that. It looks pretty derelict on our main drag. That's the only concern I've got. The looks of it on our main drag, that's a
Well,
welcoming portal.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff like that on our main drag though. Cause, can I say something? You have, next to like McDonald's or what is it, Burger King, you know what I mean? That's been like that for over a year on our main drag as well, right? Like, the building where the new car wash is coming in was
Yeah.
like that for a long time too, right?
That's new construction.
So, I mean, ultimately, you know,
I want
the
a full
city
year.
wants to see progress. The
Yeah,
city
yeah.
wants to see this property improved. It is right, one of the first properties you see when you come off the 401 to our city.
Yep.
I think that's the city's position here. So I don't mind the full year, and with monthly or bi-monthly
that's fine.
checks to see progress is being made.
That's reasonable. So are you making a motion that we give them the year with monthly inspections?
I motion.
Okay, move to there, second there. Okay, all in favor? Good, okay. So you got a year, but monthly inspections, and then
Yeah,
if
the
not,
contractors.
then,
So just if you guys are changing like anything like ripping walls out or like changing plumbing or anything like that or electrical, make sure you're getting your
Yeah.
building permits, your
That's right.
electrical permits.
Yeah, so what's gonna be happening is on Tuesday, they're coming in to do like tests to see where there's water leaks. I don't think any of the water lines will be moving at all, and same thing with the electrical, but whoever the contractor should be getting a hold of you guys next week once we figure out how
Do-
we're gonna do it.
do you have a copy
Yeah, I
of
do.
this? Okay, thank you.
So we're
Michael? Okay,
Yeah, and they should get hold of you after Family Day.
well, that's the building department will have to determine that. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Okay,
So we can, once we get the
our next,
talk to you, I told them to go ahead and they said just wait, and we can talk.
okay. Okay, our next item on the agenda today is a hearing of an appeal, file PS 124, 12 Grove Street. The owner is Linda Anne Haggarty, and who's here to support the appeal? I'm here. Want to come up to the,
Good afternoon. My name's Brent Woods. I'm Linda Haggerty's oldest son. I've been trying to help with her affairs since her husband Max passed away during COVID, so this has been building up to this property. We 100% support of removing the property, like the garage. I'm assuming it's the garage at the back. It's quite run down. I'm assuming the property behind my mother's is owned by the city. There's some trees overgrowing there that I could probably get support to help get those trimmed. But by the time I got this registered letter, my mother's out of town. I had to do some begging and pleading to get the letter. There was only a couple of days left. I got the letter. I came down immediately and filed. I'm new to this, so regardless, I've spoken to my mother. We 100% support to demolish the building or fix it up. It's probably mostly going to be demolished because there's only maybe a garage out of the 6 that are worthwhile. So all I'm really here looking for is a little support on a time frame that's reasonable for everybody and works for everyone.
So the part you're demolishing is the part across the back this way?
It's an L-shaped garage.
So
So
behind
definitely
the house,
the back
behind the shop or the house, whatever it is, that plus the L shape, both those buildings.
The part closest to the house is in very good shape. I've inspected it. The back that backs onto the city property, I'm assuming
Yeah.
it's the city property, is definitely the worst, and it needs to come down for sure.
Okay,
My goal is to get my mother back, and I'd like to take the whole thing down and not worry about it anymore. Because potentially we would like to see that property become better developed for the city and for the.
do you have any time frame in mind?
My own personal time frame is maybe just the spring, end of April, end of May, something like that, just so I can secure all the proper documentation and
Yeah.
permits and contractor and stuff like that.
Okay,
I've looked inside. There's nothing inside. There's no garbage. It's just wood beams and
roof.
steel roof, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing.
they can be cleaned up almost in a day.
Are sorry?
Almost in a day.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Someone that knows what they're doing will be in and out in a day for sure.
The Coleman House on North Front Street, they did it in about a day, and that was a lot bigger building.
Yeah, no, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, okay. Well,
Pardon me, sorry?
well, February.
End of May would be, be great. I'd work with that. Like I'll
we
get on it
gotta-
right away.
Hear from the city. Okay, we just want to hear from the city staff there first.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. So you're asking in terms of what time he would be done the building?
That's what he's,
Get a feel for what time he would be comfortable with, so we can.
and what,
Yeah.
And was this a complaint from a neighbor, first of all, or was this?
Yeah, we received a complaint about the state of the building.
Mhm.
So then I went out there and inspected and took the photos and wrote the order. The gentleman called me a week before the order came due. So we came to an agreement. I advised that if he was seeking an extension to appeal the order and then go through the proper channels to get it demolished and all that.
Perfect.
is the end of May that he suggested a time frame that you can live with?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and that's to demolish it and clean it up and,
Yeah,
because you have to get a demolition permit, correct?
yeah. Go through the application and then all those steps.
And how long does that normally take for a demolition permit, do you know?
Off the top of my head, no.
Okay.
Maybe my other colleagues. Yeah, at least to get the application in sooner rather than later, so the wheels can start moving on the progress there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would maybe suggest to have at least the demo application in by the start of next month,
yep,
if that seems reasonable.
yep, okay. Okay, anybody else nobody else in the audience to talk about 12 Grove Street? Okay. Was it Mr. Wood?
Mr. Woods,
Yeah. Do you have any other comment?
No.
Okay.
As long as I have are you Dan?
Yes.
Okay. As
Okay.
long as I can communicate with someone and work through this properly, that's all I
Yeah.
ask.
Okay, it's so demolished into the city's requirements then. Okay. Pardon? The end of February, because it's only 15, so they got 15 days, yeah. Okay. Motion?
I put a motion in for, permits in by March 1st and demolition by May 31st.
Okay,
and a lot cleaned up.
okay,
I'll second.
second that, all in favor? Done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Alrighty, moving right along, that fits that, is there no new business? Our next meeting, we will, March 21st, but it may not be a property standards issue, so we will wait and see what happens. If nothing else, we'll adjourn our property standards meeting. Moved by Robert, thank you. All right, that concludes the property